Venom here, Blackfyre Productions. We're back with another Toy Tuesday video. If you caught us last week, we did an unboxing of Hot Toys Collectibles Venompool. Absolutely love the figure. I had to go with the Sideshow exclusive, so that way I get that extra head sculpt, the one with the grinning smiling face. I absolutely loved it. But we're back today with this video, and what we're going to do is do a behind the scenes video again of the first photo shoot that I did with Dusty Deadpool as well as Venompool. Doing things a little bit differently. Like usually I have my tripod set up with this camera up there. That way it's sort of like balanced and recording and everything. But the way that I have everything set up for the picture, I wouldn't have been able to use my tripod to actually do my intro and stuff like that. So we're doing it all by hand right now. So a couple of things about as Venompool just started collapsing there. I had to go and catch him. That was interesting. A couple of things that I really do enjoy about this figure is like when you do the photos and such of him, the lights bounce off that plastic, the rubbery blackness. So like for me, using the multiple colors and stuff like that, if you haven't already seen the video in the intro or on the internet, and that if you follow me around, it just gives a nice eerie sort of look, and I really like it. So anyhow, with that said, let's show you the setup for the behind the scenes a photo of my Venompool, and we'll go from there. Alright guys, so here we are with the basic layout of the photo as framed in my camera. I'm using a slower shutter speed, about like a 20th of a second, as well as my f-stop set at 11 to give it some depth and hopefully have both Venompool and Deadpool in focus there. So what I'm going to be doing is focusing on the hand, because it's sort of outstretched for the layout of the photo, like it's reaching for Deadpool itself, as Deadpool is trying to reach for the time travel device that he has from Cable there. So the basic thought pattern behind this this sort of setup and idea was that basically Deadpool has arrived at the wrong world, so it'd be Earth, I think it's like 90211, and has ran amok, ran into Venompool, who is then out and gonna go have some fun, maybe some snacks and such. So that was the general idea. So I wanted to try to make it sort of a little bit comical, maybe almost like Deadpool's like, oh my gosh, I gotta get out of here, what the hell is going on? So let me show you everything else now from what I set up for the background and everything else, and the lighting and everything. So we'll go do that next. So here we are with the setup of the actual shot. So I have obviously my Venompool there. He has a red light on top to actually pull out the red texture, or the red in his suit, I should say, not texture. And then down here I have my Ulanzi light. I forgot to charge my second one. I would have put it in the back of that pipe back there to sort of give some backlight from that, but it still worked out well, the shot, so I thought at least. So Ulanzi light's just giving some white light onto Deadpool. I have that light there, which is shining blue, as well as that light there. I brought out my fog machine here for today's photo because I wanted to fill out most of the background with fog to sort of obscure things and make it sort of give that sort of look of proportions are accurate in that, by having it in the distance, and that fog would sort of fill that space, was the thought at least. So along the ground here, so I just have a basic neoprene gaming mat that I have, that I laid on the table just for some coverage, and I'm shooting sort of like up on a bit of an angle, so it's sort of hitting below Deadpool, going up into Venompool, sort of making it look like he's standing over top of him, but it also allows the stuff in the background to seem like it's raised up and higher. But all I'm doing is using various pieces of terrain that I have from various game systems that I play, so like, you know, there's some stuff here to sort of fill that background up. And that sort of gives it like that sort of I don't know, idea that it's sort of like a ruined city or something like that. So then I got, and like some of it's just like even standing on the side to make it look abnormal or different. You know what I mean? Like this piece here usually lays flat, and this would be the top of it, where I stood it on its side and put it up like so. And then I put a backdrop, just a black backdrop back there. I basically used an army case for my miniatures, a board that I used for like streets shots. It's like a glossy black, sort of looks like pavement. Another case up there, and then even the back of Deadpool's box there, like so. This is literally just like a piece of vent ductwork that I spray painted for another shot that I did with Pennywise from It. He was coming out of it type thing, and so I wanted it to look like a sewer drain, and so that's what that was. I added the green stuff on top. I guess I probably didn't need to, but I did just to sort of cover up some of the extra metallic stuff because it's very silvery and bright, which wouldn't blend as well. So I added the green stuff, and it pops compared to everything else. So that is the layout. Let me get this fog up and running, and I'll show you what it looks like with the fog as well. So I do have two different types of fog that I use for my photos. One of them being the atmosphere aerosol, basically fog in a can. So this I find is for if you don't need nearly as much or more precise application. And that's basically what I use that for. But when I need to fill this space up, I need something a lot more, or else I'm going to go through a ton of that. So that's where this comes in, and I literally picked this up for like 30 bucks off of Amazon. A lot of my purchases are off Amazon just because I found some sort of affordable, and me living in the middle of nowhere, I don't have a Walmart or anything like that I can go to because the closest city to me is like an hour drive that would have one, and so yeah, they deliver to my house, so it's great. But yeah, so shoot this out, and I just fill that up and let it sort of spew out, and that sort of will start to obscure the back of my backdrop and everything. I have my camera running now. It's just going to take like 10 shots, and so like this is just going to continue to fill, and with the camera going, it will, with it being not a super fast shutter speed, as the smoke, as you can see, it's sort of trailing, it will catch those trails, which is pretty cool, and as they're moving, it will make it like elongated, and that's how I got that sort of effect onto the sides with the blue sort of lighting behind it. And the lighting is sort of placed on a 45-degree angle from the camera, so that way, and it backlights the fog when it starts coming around. You can see it over there. It starts, let me see if I can get a better angle here. It will start backlighting the fog, which will help also diffuse light all over the place, but it also will help light it up so it sort of pops that much more. So again, let's do this again. Take another one, and I'll just really fill it up, like just a ton, and have it going all over the place, like so. And then basically the fog is filling up everything in the background, so that way you can't really see it. And it goes like that, and that is it. That's what I do that's what I did for this photo. I went into Photoshop afterwards, increased the contrast by, I think it was like 25%, added I think there might have been a cooling filter to sort of help pull out the blues a little bit, and that was it. I didn't do anything else. I added like my little logo in the bottom and stuff, but I didn't add in the fog via Photoshop. It was all done through my smoke machine here, and backlights, which you can see there and there. And again, the red just pulls out the red on the suit, which made it, I think, pop, and the red and blue complementing each other really turned out well. So yeah, that is it for this behind the scenes video for my toy photography shots. And this one being Venompool and Deadpool, or Dusty Deadpool from Hot Toys to Collectibles. I sort of got to play around a bit because these guys are so big. It makes it harder to do like backdrops and diorama effects to get the photos in there. But yeah, it's pretty cool. I've been really enjoying this, and I hope you guys have been too as well. Hopefully you guys have been enjoying your Christmas and holidays. Hopefully everybody's done well, and Happy New Year's. So until then, guys, take care.